Athletes are seen as proponents of health, but they're the exact opposite. It just kind of was, and even from high school, a goal of mine to be an Olympian. I went to the '96 Olympics, and then we came in 5th. It only took the top 12 teams in the world, you know, and there's dozens and dozens of teams that play. So it's hard to even get in. Athletes are working out, especially elite athletes. We had trainings that were 1 to 9 hours a day for 20 years. So the amount of calories that we burned, we could and did eat anything we wanted. It didn't matter. 7% body fat, I could run a 5:30 mile. I think this is just crazy because I could have been so much better probably. You could look at my sporting career and say I was pretty successful. I got to the top of my game. I'm in 3 different Hall of Fames, you know, high school, college, US. I went to the Olympics. I went to the World Cups, went to Pan Am's. Like, I did all the things. I could run a 5:30 mile. I was the picture of health, but I have all kinds of autoimmune issues and hypoglycemia. It's not about weight. That's one aspect of being healthy. So athletes, they just eat whatever they want and they burn it. And then they're also 20, but yet I did it completely fueled on sugar and drunk. It's 40 grams of sugar in one bottle. And we're drinking multiple bottles a day. Probably at 300-400 grams of sugar a day. You know, so that metabolic stress on our body and that hormonal stress was so massive. It's shocking that we could do what we did. So then as you become 30 and 40, these health problems come out later. Now, we came in 5th at the Olympics, so maybe if we had GOODONYA organic hydration back then, we could have medaled. You can have like a good mental attitude, but there's going to be a lot of players that are just as good as you. So where can you get an edge? You can get an edge with your food.